Today's horoscope, Virgo May 9th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. The moon moves out of your sign and into your solar house today. You've recognized your needs and perhaps embraced them, but it now feels good that you are in control of your moods rather than at their mercy. But even though you're more emotionally settled, you're just as action-oriented. You are highly motivated to get something useful done. While you have greater needs than usual for steadiness and comfort, you're ready to pursue these things with determination. This moon transit encourages you to look for ways to bring more feelings of comfort and security into your life. You might discover that building or growing something, whether a project, business, or relationship, is particularly satisfying now. You can be quite motivated to accomplish things on your own, but obligations to or from others may pull you out of the comfortable groove temporarily. The heavens are singing and sparkling for you at all times. There are many moving specks of light that you can see from afar. As the beautiful tapestry of the night goes on, so do the myths and stories from ancient times. Juno, an asteroid far in our solar, has been asleep in a retrograde phase in the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. While the planets and luminaries are the most prominent immediate factors in our ever-changing sky, the asteroids give us further insight into the nuances of our lives and the trends in which we live. Juno is the asteroid of marriage and will encourage all lovers to embrace more spontaneity, freedom, and optimism in their lives. Be reflective now, too. You'll find that the more you look at the day's directions, the more confused you get. You won't be able to help yourself. It's too easy to get wrapped up in working out the puzzle. Watch your insecurities carefully today. You may notice a point where things could go one way or another. Make it your job to choose the best possible outcome and put your energies into that positive framework. So much of what we complain about was actually of our choosing in the first place. If you are feeling insecure because you have not received your fair share of compliments, don't wait until it's too late. Give your partner, boss, or friends the clearest possible messages about what you need. It's a day where you're well advised to step out of the regular routine and into one of practicality. The essence of this day deals with the fundamental needs of food, water, and shelter before anything else. If your monetary situation is lacking, this is the day to do some research and planning to improve it. If you think it's high time you got a raise or promotion in your current occupation, take steps right into the appropriate office and ask for it. Before leaving Virgo today, as well as working to leave you emotionally and intuitively engaged and aware, the moon is not so much sending mixed messages but is picking up on signals for very different parts of your life. On the one hand, crossing the lunar nodes, this is once again putting a balance between your own and your relationship needs in the spotlight, but also on the growing support from the communication gods and the importance of communication. This is also picking up on a sense of wanderlust, curiosity, and adventure that is taking on a life of its own. Before leaving Virgo today, the moon will spend its final hours crossing the lunar nodes and the timing couldn't be better. While this is something that every 4 weeks will put a balance between your own and your relationship needs in the spotlight, it comes just as a friendly aspect between planets on the communication and relationship fronts is just starting to separate. This will make it easier to give anything this might flush out a voice. Daily Planetary Overview. Today's cosmic climate brings an interesting emotional undercurrent worth paying close attention to. With the moon in diplomatic Libra opposing both dreamy Neptune and passionate Venus in Aries, we find ourselves at a crossroads between clarity and confusion in our relationships. This is the kind of energy that can either inspire greater understanding or stir up miscommunications cloaked in politeness. So here's the question we should all be asking ourselves. Am I being kind, or am I being passively avoidant? This is a powerful day to observe how you're showing up in your interactions. You may feel like someone is giving you a strange vibe, or perhaps you're sensing tension that no one's quite naming. Maybe someone accuses you of being distant or unclear, or maybe you find yourself questioning someone's true intentions. These moments, although subtle, are little mirrors, opportunities to reflect on how transparent we're really being in our communication. Instead of letting uncertainty fester, try leaning into gentle honesty. If something feels off, say so. If you're unsure about where you stand with someone, ask. Being direct doesn't have to mean being harsh. In fact, clear, kind communication is one of the greatest gifts we can offer each other, especially under this kind of foggy emotional energy. But it's not all serious. In fact, you might notice that your everyday life feels especially vibrant and fulfilling right now. The energy of connection is strong. You're likely getting along effortlessly with the people around you. Whether it's a friendly chat with a barista, an easy conversation with a coworker, or a warm moment with a loved one, there's a beautiful ease unfolding in your daily interactions. Ride that wave. These small, meaningful moments help restore balance and remind us of the value in simply showing up with warmth. If you're feeling more energized than usual mentally or physically, don't be surprised. It may be that something internal has finally clicked. Perhaps you've let go of lingering self-doubt, or maybe you're just feeling more confident in your own skin. Whatever it is, you're in an excellent position to start making real progress toward your goals. You might even have a few creative or personal ideas that you've been sitting on. Today is the kind of day that invites you to get moving, to make a plan, and to trust that your enthusiasm can carry you forward. In your relationships, there's a renewed sense of promise. You may find that conversations with those closest to you spark new insights, deepen emotional bonds, or help you understand yourself better. That said, try not to approach these connections purely for what they can offer you. Emotional depth is what turns short-term convenience into lasting connection. Ask yourself, am I listening with my heart as much as my head? Am I showing up with presence, or just looking for validation? Others are likely noticing your cheerful and lighthearted energy. You might find yourself being the person everyone wants to be around. Your genuine interest in others and your ability to make them feel seen is shining through. There's a magnetic quality to your presence, and it's fueled by your openness and warmth. If you've been meaning to reconnect with someone, strike up a new conversation, or simply strengthen your existing bonds, this is the perfect time. You never know where a seemingly small connection could lead. Now, let's talk finances. You may find yourself tempted by offers that seem promising, maybe a spontaneous investment opportunity, a big purchase, or advice from someone who seems confident. While it's fine to explore your options, today's planetary alignments advise caution. Not everything is as clear as it appears, and Neptune's haze can cloud even the best judgment. Before you act, ask yourself, do I have all the information I need? Am I being patient, or am I reacting to fear or excitement? Sometimes, the best decision is to wait a little longer. And while your mind may be racing with ideas and your calendar might be full, don't forget to check in with your body. Your nervous system might be more taxed than you realize, especially if you've been riding a wave of nonstop activity. Excitement and momentum are beautiful, but they're not sustainable if you're burning the candle at both ends. Be mindful of your energy. Prioritize sleep, stay hydrated, and find a few quiet moments to reset. When you finally allow yourself to rest, you may find that the relaxation feels more fulfilling than ever before. So today, take this as your reminder: clarity over confusion, honesty over avoidance, connection over convenience. This is your moment to realign with what matters most, not just in your relationships, but within yourself. And I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed any shifts in your relationships lately? Are there conversations you've been avoiding, or truths you've been waiting to share? Drop a comment below and let's support each other in moving toward more honest, empowering communication.